Well, folks, Shopify stock is one of the only green stocks on my watch list right now, and I think it's actually the most green. Yes, the most green stock right now, up 2.7% after they reported record-breaking Black Friday sales. I think of about 3.5, roughly, maybe a little bit less than that, $1 billion. So we're going to break that down in this video. We're going to talk about the stock. We're going to break down some charts, so sit back, relax, take a sip of your water, stay hydrated, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe, and now let's dive into the video. So again, Shopify is one of the only green stocks today, as we are seeing an overall red day. When I'm filming this, it's about 2 p.m. on the East Coast, and the markets just keep on going down. SPY's down about, 1.5%. We have the NASDAQ down about 1.3. The Russell's down 1.6 as the Dow is down 1.3. Even the Dow today, guys, is getting nailed. And typically on, heavy red days, the Dow, sure, it still goes down, but maybe not as bad as the other ones. But today, they're all bad. All the indexes are getting destroyed. We have the VIX up about 8% at the time that I'm filming this video. And at one point earlier in the day, Shopify was actually over $40 a share. You guys can see that here on the 5-day, 5-minute. And a lot of the momentum came in the pre-market. You can see on Friday, Shop closed at about $36.75, something like that. And it ran again all the way to $40. All of that coming in the pre-market, about 9%, 9.2% of a move up here in the pre-market. And now, obviously, we've given back a lot of that. It's only up 2.5% right now, when again, at one point it was up 9%. And we're noticing it looks like it's coming down to test this trend on the 5-day, 5-minute. So the bulls are still in charge, even though it is pulling back pretty aggressively here intraday. And if this were to continue trend, guys, if we're just looking at this 5-day, 5-minute, this would need to hold right around here. See buying pressure come in right around 37, 37.50, that general area. So before we dive deeper into the chart, guys, which this, again, bulls are still in charge on the 5-day, 5-minute. Before we dive deeper into the chart, let's talk about what is going on with these sales, which we got some crazy numbers out of Shopify, guys. And, we had a record-breaking Black Friday across the board. So we're going to break this down right now. You can see here at its peak, merchants on Shopify. Well, actually, before I mention that stat, let me tell you this stat right here. Black Friday sales were a record-breaking $3.36 billion from the start of Black Friday in New Zealand through the end of Black Friday in California. So however long that is, this marks a 17% increase in sales over Black Friday in 2021, which is good. 17% growth year over year. Is a good amount of that inflation? Probably, yeah, but still 17%, 19% on a constant currency basis. And get this is the crazy stat. Let me make sure you guys can see it. Yeah, you guys can see it. This is the crazy freaking stat. I almost lost my mind when I saw this. At its peak, merchants on Shopify saw sales of $3.5 million per minute at 12:01 p.m. on the East Coast on Black Friday collectively, which is just insane. Could you imagine a minute go by and then boom, 3.5 million in sales? Well, if you think about it, each second that goes by, companies are making money. So you could think about that. And to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, I would love to know what Amazon's per minute sales is. Holy smokes, that would be unbelievable. If theirs is 3.5 million, if Shopify is 3.5 million, what would you say Amazon's is? I don't even know what I would guess. 100 million? Per minute? Is that too much? 50 million? I don't know. 200 million? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Drop me some guesses down below in the comments. And if we come down a little bit more here, you can see some other 2022 Black Friday global highlights. Peak sales again per minute, 3.5 million. Top selling countries and cities where shoppers made purchases from included the United States, as expected, United Kingdom, Canada, with the top selling cities being London, New York, Los Angeles, and top product categories included apparel and accessories, followed by health and beauty, home and garden, with trending products including whatever this stuff is. I don't know what any of that stuff is. Snacks, Road. I don't know what this crap is. But looking down here, the average cart price was $102.31 US dollars, or $105.10 on a constant currency basis. And 15% is the cross-border orders worldwide on Black Friday as percentage of total orders. 15% of them were cross-border orders, and 27% growth in POS sales made by Shopify merchants by globally over last year's Black Friday. So we're seeing growth all across the board, record-breaking sales here from Shopify. And again, I'd love to know the number for Amazon. I mean, that's got to be, a crazy number. And it makes sense. I mean, a lot of people at this point, obviously, it's 2022, guys, are shopping online. Sure, a lot of people are going in stores still. I was in Philly this weekend at the Macy's. I mean, it was pretty dead. Personally, I was like, what the heck's going on here? I was all around the city. It was pretty dead. But it depends. It depends where you are. It depends on, where you are and how much, what am I trying to say here? It depends on where you are and, the percentage of people shopping online versus going in person. But overall, we all know that the percentage of people shopping online has been going up, right? I kind of butchered that, but you guys kind of know what I mean. It all depends on where you are in terms of traffic, foot traffic, and of course, online shopping is going up across the board, which is a reason why maybe people aren't going in as much to these stores. I don't know. What do you guys think in the comments? And if we come down here and look, Black Friday online sales, which goes to kind of what I just said, right? Tops $9 billion in new record. And again, people are just staying home. They're shopping. They might not be going out to the mall like they used to 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. They might not do all that crap, wait in line, at midnight in the freezing cold when they could just do it at home if they want a specific product, right? I don't know. It depends on what you guys want, right? So, but again, that leads to this. Online sales top $9 billion in new record. Overall online sales for Black Friday were up 2.3%. I mean, that's not that crazy. And think about the comparables on that, though, guys. I mean, we're comparing this year to last year where, COVID wasn't crazy last year, but still, we were off that COVID year where people were more prone to shop online. Maybe even there was for sure a spike in online shopping in 2020 and 2021. So the fact that we're still up against those years, or at least 2021, that goes to show the strength overall is still obviously in online shopping. Maybe it's not growing as much as it did, but 2.3% year over year, not too bad. And another thing worth mentioning here, which goes to show the state of the economy that we're in, the state of the consumer. Buy now, pay later payments increased by 78% compared with the last week. That is insane. With the past week beginning November 19th, as consumers continue to grapple with high prices and inflation. So buy now, pay later. I mean, you guys see those when you're at the checkout line, right? You guys see the stickers on the register, or you see them around the store. It says Klarna or whatever. What are the other ones? I don't even know. I mean, I've never used buy now, pay later, so I don't even know exactly. There's a couple. What's it called? I mean, the one that everyone, all the YouTubers used to talk about. Oh my God. Well, no, not that. Either way, right? There's a bunch of them, and they're all over the place. And at this point, people rather pay in payments and installments over a couple months or however the heck it works than buy it up front. And it goes to show the state of the consumer, right? These people still don't have, the average American doesn't have $400. I mean, you guys saw that stat, $400 in savings. And still at this point, I mean, with all the inflation, the high prices, people doesn't seem like they want to pull back on spending. It looks like they're still going out. They're cranking up these credit cards, and now they're doing the buy now, pay later. They're like, screw it. I'm going to push this out a couple months, and I'm going to make it work. And that's why it's up 78%. I mean, that's what's going on, guys. That's what's going on. People are going to stores. They don't actually have the money, but, buy now, pay later. Why not? Let's do it. That's what they're doing, guys. At the end of the day, that is what is going on. So it looks like Overall online sales for the day after Thanksgiving were up 2.3% year over year. Electronics were a major contributor as online sales surged 221% over an average day in October. Toys were another popular category for shoppers, up almost 300%, as exercise equipment was up 218%. That's pretty insane. If we come down here a little bit more, let's see, anything else worth mentioning? The record-breaking spending comes on the heels of a strong Thanksgiving shopping in which consumers shelled out an all-time high of $5.29 billion online, yada, yada, yada. Let's see. Anything else worth mentioning? Not really. All I want to really talk about from this article really was that 78% buy now, pay later, and the overall 9.12 billion online record, shopping during Black Friday, which, it's pretty good. That's a pretty good number. But then again, you look at that buy now, pay later, and you're like, ooh, can people actually afford this? Probably not. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, as always. And if you guys are still here and you haven't gotten your free money from Moomoo yet, what are you doing? Use that link down below or go to StocksAreFest.com/Moomoo. Deposit at least $100 and you could get up to 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. And if you want 12 stocks from Webull, those are linked down below as well. And feel free to check out my Patreon. If you guys want to join it, you get all my call-outs, exclusive content. If you like the way I break down charts, that's how we do it on Patreon as well, and you get more access to me throughout the day. If you guys want to check it out, all of those are linked down below. And now let's quickly look at the chart on Shopify on the 4-hour time frame. Let me show you guys this before we do wrap up this video. So on the 4-hour chart here, we have a clear resistance at $42, which you can see that was from back in the early days of August, throughout the middle of August. And, we also failed there earlier this month, in the middle of this month, about 2 weeks prior to me filming this video. So needless to say, 42, low mid 40s here on Shop, that's a big level of resistance, right? And honestly, now that I'm looking at it, 48 is as well. 48.75 roughly, $49. That was the high from the beginning of May. So if this starts gearing past $40, and mind you, right now it's at $37.60, and it's actually, again, moving in a downtrend intraday here from where it was earlier in the day where it was over $40. But if this is able to break back over at 1.40, 42, a lot of upside could come from there. I'm talking mid-high 40s like that. This stock could shoot up to that 48 high, and there's going to be, at that point, another big test, which, again, 48 was that high from the early days of May. So Shopify is definitely one that's on my radar. I like it, guys. Pretty decent news, good catalyst here moving it. Now let's see if it has, let's see if it fizzles out or it has the legs to continue this rally. That's the $1 million question. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.